Today we're here to talk about how old school smarts have helped the UAE's smartest businessmen amass billion-dollar fortunes. My name is Shayan Shakil, joined by Shruti Nair. You're watching Inside AB. So Shruti, this week's Arabian Business lists 20 of the richest Indian businessmen in the UAE, a list with that has a total wealth of roughly $50 billion. Now we'll get to the point in a bit, but let's start with Yogesh Mehta. What's his story?
Well, again, as we know, Yogesh Mehta, huge billionaire, huge businessman in the UAE. He came here back in 1990. He had no plan, he had no job, and he didn't know what he really wanted to do. But 20 years later, he became a millionaire, and 30 years later, he's a billionaire today with a net worth of 1.08 billion.
Right. And what about Sunil Varkey?
Right. Sunil Varkey was born to two teachers, of course, and then, he came here, and he came here back in 1959. He had to go back because there wasn't much happening in the UAE. And when he went back, he actually sold fruits on the streets to make some extra pennies. And then he came back along with his sister in 1970, and now he started GEMS International School, which is, as we know, the world's largest schooling chain.
Yeah, K-12, largest schooling operator in the world, and he gives out the $1 million Global Teacher Prize.
Yes, he does.
And what about Yusuffali?
Well, Yusuffali, we all know Lulu hypermarket. So he came here again back in the 70s. He came here to join his paternal uncle, who had started the Lulu group of companies. But then he just branched out to start the retail and hypermarket sector.
Right.
And in the 1990s, there was Lulu hypermarket.
And B.R. Shetty, finally.
B.R. Shetty, he's always been very enthusiastic and passionate about the whole medical industry. So he studied pharma, and then he was working in India for a bit, where he was actually working with the municipal council. And then he came here and he started NMC, and right now we know NMC is one of the largest medical chains in the world.
It's besides the fact that these guys are, embody rags to riches stories. There's something else about them. What is that, Shruti?
All of these people have had multiple failed ventures. They've all gone through a lot of failures, and look at where they've reached right now. So I think that's what kind of sets them apart from most of the people. The top 20 list, the Indian rich list, is actually filled with people who've just used their natural smarts.
Now, thanks for pointing that out, Shruti, because from the sound of it, a lot of people complain about how there's a lack of entrepreneurial zeal, there's a lack of enterprising initiative, there's the basic ability to be intrepid. But from what we've seen in this list, no incubators, no internet, no tech, no VC funding that they were chasing. So there's still a lot of room for people like that in the world.
Yeah, there is. But then there are schools here. There are a lot of business schools teaching people how to take on risks and how to go out and try to get some practical knowledge and not just the textbook knowledge. But there is still, even right now, there's a lot of room for people who want to actually do all of that on their own instead of just following the business, following the rules essentially, following the business books. So there still is a lot of room for people who want to take risks, for people like these people who are very enterprising and who've got their ideas. So there is a lot of room for that in the market right now.
A lot of lessons to be learned from this list. Please go out and grab your copy of Arabian Business this week. And thank you for watching this show. Remember to tune in tomorrow for the next edition and subscribe and comment below. Once again, thank you for watching.